All right, families, today we're going to talk about how your child will do their spelling test each week. So every Monday as a class, I will give them a practice spelling test. It'll look something like this. The students will fold their paper in half. It says first try. They will write all their spelling words at the beginning of the week, their first try words, and then they will turn the page over, and as a class, we will write the correct spelling. That way, when they open up their paper, they'll be able to see which words they spelt correctly and which words maybe they need to work on. And this will be a great sheet to help them guide them with practicing their spelling each week. As far as taking the test, every Friday we will not have small group instruction after lunch. So this will be the time that the child can spend taking their spelling tests. The parents will, or another adult will administer their spelling test to them at home during independent work time. So I will have a master list of words for the week on the Google Classroom under the spelling tab. It'll be on the same page you find the calendar, but you scroll down, there'll be a spelling tab, and we'll have the spelling words for that week. And then you will administer the spelling test. There'll be 10 spelling words that they need to learn each week. You will read each word to your child, and they will write them down on this piece of paper. And when you're saying the words to them, you'll say the word, for example, if it's mad, I'll say mad. And what sounds do you hear? And the child will say d. Now they might need some help identifying the sounds, so you might need to help them by saying d. And then they write down the sounds that they hear on the spelling test. Now, if your child is doing the test and they're like, oh, I can't remember what makes the sound, and if they say, is it M? Do not acknowledge them and say, yes, it's the M. They need to do the entire test independently without any support or help. The only thing you can say is the spelling word, and then help them segment the sounds. So if it's pat, I would say pat, p-a-t, and then they would need to write the rest. And that is the only thing you can do, or repeat the word if they need it repeated. When the child has completed the test, then it will be time to grade it. So you'll just go through, quickly check which 10 they got correct and incorrect. If they got it correct, you don't need to make any markings or any okay or gold stars. You just leave it blank. But if they got it incorrect, so say if they spelled cat incorrectly, I would cross out the number and I would write the correct spelling next to it. And then the child can look at their test score and see which words they need to work on. I also want to make sure I put a score on the top. So I'm going to make it out of 10 because there's 10 spelling words. And so if they missed one, I'm going to say they got 9 out of 10. All right, and if you are noticing that your child is doing very well on these spelling tests, you can challenge them and try to see if they can spell any of the spelling words in these extra boxes right there. And if you choose to use these extra spelling boxes and test them on their high frequency word spelling, then you can make it out of 12 up here and grade the test accordingly. I will collect these spelling tests and review how your child is doing to see how they are learning the spelling patterns. And again, the master spelling pages with all the words for that week will be on the Google Classroom. Thank you.